In this exercise, we will learn the quick selection tool. Basically, the quick selection tool will make a selection by finding specific area edges in an image. And this tool is frequently used in Photoshop because it's the best tool to select and cut out a subject from an image. Okay, let's see how this tool will work. If I move my cursor on the toolbar, here we can find the quick selection tool. If I right-click on it, we can see we have a W shortcut key. Okay, let's select this tool and demonstrate how it works. If I click one time, we can see it has selected an area. Okay, deselect it. And now, if I click and drag my mouse on an image, we can see we have selected all of the image very quickly. Okay, let's try and select our coffee cup image. Now, zoom in a little bit by pressing Ctrl+ keys. And now, press W to select this tool. If I zoom in a little bit more to see the edges, we can see that some area is not selected. We can select this area now. We can see that almost all of the subject is selected. We can now cut out that subject. Press Ctrl and C for copy and Ctrl and V for paste. Let's zoom in and we can see our subject is perfectly cut out. Okay, now let's talk about its control option. Just delete the subject by pressing the delete key and turn on image layer. We can see above we have three options there: new selection, add to selection, and subtract to selection. And next we can increase or decrease the size from here. Or for shortcut keys, press the right and left bracket key. Something like that to adjust the size. Okay, if I click one time in the subject, we can see our subject is selected in a specific area. Also, you can notice that above tool is switched into add to selection tool. So now, if we want to add a new selection in this selection, we can add selection to select all subject. And next, we subtract option. Just click on it, and then we can subtract it. Okay, if I press and hold the Shift key, then our tool is switched into the Add section, and we can add. If I press and hold the Alt key, then we can subtract it. Okay, now we can adjust the brush size from here by pressing the left or right bracket. Okay, next we have the Sample All Layers option. If you make a selection from the other layers, then check this on. And next is an Auto Enhance option. Let's check this also on. Okay, in the next exercise, we will learn the Magic Wand tool. Tool is a useful tool to select simple and similar color areas in the image, but it is not perfect for complex selection. Okay, let's see how this tool works. When I right-click on the Quick Selection tool, we can find the Magic Wand tool underneath the Quick Selection tool, and W is the shortcut key. We can switch these tools by pressing Shift and W on the keyboard. Okay, now I have selected this tool. If I click on the white background of the image, only the white area of the image is selected. You can also notice that there is a shadow area that is not selected along with the coffee cup because it is different or not similar to the white color. Okay, if I click inside of the coffee, something like that, we are only able to select similar colors in a specific range. My opinion is that that is not a very useful tool, but for simple color, it is the best. Okay, let's deselect the image by pressing Ctrl and D. Now let's talk about the control option panel above. We are already familiar with these options now. Okay, let's see how quickly this will work. If I click on a new selection and click here, I've made a selection. If I click on an add to selection and click, 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 we can see a selection is adding when we click. Okay, next we have subtract a selection option. And if I click and click here, we can see it is subtracting the area where I am clicking. Okay, next we have intersect selection option. And you can see it is intersecting the area where I click. Okay, let's deselect that. Next, we have sample size control option. And we have point sample. 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 11 by 11 average. 101 by 101 average. Okay, if I click on point sample and click here, we can see we are selecting the point where I click. It is basically a range of selection. For example, if I use 100 by 101 average and make a selection, something like that, we can see we are selecting a big area. Okay, deselect it. Okay, next we have tolerance option. The tolerance option is about increasing and decreasing the area of selection. If I increase the tolerance, something like that, and select any area, I have selected a big area in one click. Okay, make it sample point and decrease the tolerance. Okay, next we have anti-alias option. Let's check this on. Okay, next we have contiguous option. If I check on and click on the image, let's zoom in to see a better view. If I click on something like there, the area now selected is contiguous. If I check this mark off and then click, we can see it is now selecting the area that is similar to that color. Actually, tolerance is about how much area we want to select, and the contiguous option is about similar color selection. Great. Okay, in the next exercise, we will learn the crop tool.